says I am on. Am I not on? Look how I can pivot. Is this on? Okay, so that means our system is not on. We're going to turn the system on. Give us a minute. Take two. Hey.
I'm going to test this one too. Very good.
Thank you. My name is Pastor Caitlin, and I welcome you into this really exciting moment for our congregation, for this community, for Habitat, just for all of our community partners. Thank you so much for being here. We have a lot that we're competing with this afternoon. The Broncos, not the least of it, and the beautiful leaves and the beautiful weather. So you choosing to be here is really special. Thank you for helping us celebrate and bless the building today. Everything you need is in your small bulletin that the usher handed to you. You're welcome to participate to your level of comfort in that. Lutheran Christians love to sing, so there are a few songs that you're welcome to join in. I just would welcome you to read any of the bold parts, again, to your comfort level. I'm going to ask you to silence your cell phones. It's always the person who thinks they did that didn't. So you might want to check and just make sure that your cell phone is silenced. And we're beginning here in the sanctuary, and then we'll process down to Augustana's Community Park. And it'll just take a minute for all of us to get there. If you need an elevator, that's outside these doors. The stairs we're going to go down are right here. We're going to take a sidewalk down and be in our park, which is right next to the build site. We'll stay down there for refreshments. We have some home-baked things to visit and chat and eat, and just want to make sure everybody has what they need. Bathrooms are out this door on this level, or out the back, down the stairs, just outside the sanctuary, down the stairs, and to the right or left. So if you need those, that's what those are. And now I invite you to stand, and we will begin.
Please join with me in this litany. Loving God, may our hearts be open and attentive. Give us courage as we take a leap of faith to reveal your mercy, peace, and justice in Denver. May we love our neighbors as ourselves as we seek to serve those in need of affordable housing. Open our hearts to bind up the brokenhearted. Fill us with conviction as we collaborate with people and families struggling in our community. Bless the work of Habitat Metro Denver and Augustana Lutheran Church, that we may build houses together with those who need them and build hope where there is despair. Gracious God, bless our time together today and nurture seeds of hope, inspiring owners of unused land to imagine where the next affordable homes could be built so that home ownership is available to those seeking it. Amen. May be seated.
A reading from the Gospel according to Matthew. An expert in the law asked Jesus, "Teacher, which commandment in the law is the greatest?" Jesus said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the greatest and first commandment. And a second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself."
In March of 2018, that was a little over 5 years ago, 4 Augustana people went to a breakfast hosted by Interfaith Alliance and heard about the Congregation Land Campaign. Interns at Interfaith Alliance had been assigned the task of calculating just how many unused acres of land in Metro Denver were available on faith community properties. The number they arrived at in Metro Denver is 5,000. 5,000 acres of unused land in Metro Denver that could be used to build affordable housing as one piece of Denver's housing puzzle. After the breakfast, these 4 folks met with the pastors to share what they learned. And each tiny incremental step, the congregation's team made headway, led by our now retired senior pastor, Ann Holtquist. A team was formed in the congregation to imagine the use of this land for housing. In 2019, well over a year after the Interfaith Alliance breakfast, the congregation voted for the project. With other options to sell this land, I call that a leap of faith. By December 2019, we selected Habitat for Humanity as our construction partner out of 3 possibilities. And we all know what happened in March of 2020 when the world shut down. And the pandemic slowed the progress. The team persisted, engaging the congregation and neighbors in ongoing discussions for updates and feedback, And they were behind the scenes tasks that Habitat and the congregation just kept picking away at with the city and the neighborhood association. You know, the fun stuff like zoning, building codes, water flow, all that stuff. So why do I tell you all these details? Why is it important that you know them or remember them? Because ultimately, families will have affordable homes because of the inspiration to dream, yes, and the determination to see the dream through the details, which is no small thing to take a large group of people through that many details. Families will have homes. That's the dream. Today is as much about celebrating this groundbreaking on Augustana Homes as it is to inspire other people to dream about the empty land on properties they may own with other faith communities, land with potential for homes. If we can do it in a large, reserved, responsible congregation like Augustana, then maybe, just maybe, other faith communities can dream it too. Building affordable homes is one piece of the housing puzzle in Denver. For the 8 families who will own Augustana Homes, it is the piece in making their dreams of home ownership a reality. Thank you.
White on? Does this work? I'm a notorious mumbler, so it needs to work for me. All right, my name is Corey Whitaker, and I am part of our real estate development team with Habitat for Humanity of Metro Denver. I'm grateful to be here today with you all to bless the site down there of what will be 8 beautiful new homes. For me, to bless means to intentionally wish good upon something or someone. In a way, that is exactly what we do at Habitat. We bring people together to build homes, community, and hope. We bring people together who want to intentionally wish good and do good. And this project at Augustana is a glowing example of that. And it all started with a congregation 5 years ago who asked themselves, can we do something with this vacant property that will wish good upon others? Now, there are a lot of different directions they could have gone with that question, but we at Habitat are so grateful that they arrived at a vision of wishing good by addressing one of the most challenging issues facing our community today, affordable housing, and specifically affordable homeownership housing. Habitat Metro Denver has been building and renovating affordable homes in Denver since 1979. In that time, we have completed 417 homes in the city and county of Denver. Of those 417 homes, just 46 of them are located on the east side of town, with the majority being north up in East Colfax or Park Hill, or south in Virginia Village. We have never been in a place like this. And Augustana's vision has created the opportunity to come together as a community to build 8 new affordable homes in an area of Denver that has traditionally been out of reach not only for Habitat, but many others seeking to own an affordable home. But we would never be at this point, about to begin construction, without the people that have come together thus far to wish good upon others. Chiefly so, our partners at Augustana, Pastor Ann, Pastor Caitlin, Michael Zumwalt, Daryl Farrington, and many others. You have been a joy to work with on this project. And then together, Augustana and Habitat engaged with this surrounding community to inform them of this development. It was inspirational to learn how many of our neighbors also shared Augustana's vision and had a desire to wish good upon others. I want to thank the Preservation of Residential South Hilltop Neighborhood Association for their respect, their willingness to engage and support this project through our rezoning process. And it was during that process that we got to show our city council members the power of bringing people together to wish good. I want to thank Councilwoman Sawyer for her support of this project from day one. I know she has been eagerly awaiting for this day to come. Not only did council approve the rezoning for this project unanimously, but in the coming months, they will also be voting to approve a grant of $600,000 from the Department of Housing Stability to support this project. And that is just the good that has happened so far. All of this has laid the groundwork for even more good to happen. This project will provide the opportunity for individuals, groups, companies, faith coalitions, donors, and so many more to intentionally wish good by creating a place for 8 households to call home. Places of stability where even more good will happen. Places where people can celebrate birthdays, decorate for holidays, study for school, eat around the dinner table, and be new members of this community. So I would like to close by thanking Augustana once again for taking that very first step many years ago and providing the rest of us the opportunity to wish good upon others. Thanks.
Good morning, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Amanda Sawyer, Denver City Councilwoman representing District 5. It is such an honor to be here today, and I'm just going to warn you, I forgot my reading glasses, so just give me 1 second because we got to make these letters real big. I'm so grateful to be joining all of you today to bless and celebrate this amazing community of homes. I feel like we've been waiting for this forever. 5 years is a really, really long time, and I'm so thrilled that we're finally here today. This is so exciting. Coming to events like this fills me with a sense of gratitude for the work and collaboration put into projects like this, the generosity of churches like Augustana, and for the impact that these homes are going to have on families for generations to come. I've been a supporter of Habitat's work here in Denver for so many years and have been an advocate for housing stability across the city. Across the city. Over here on the east side, housing stability is a major challenge because we don't have the same kinds of opportunities, especially for affordable home ownership, that there are in other areas of the city. This is so exciting for our district and our neighborhoods. I know that affordable home ownership is the foundation for a bright future. When families have the opportunity to purchase affordable homes, they experience improved health outcomes, better education, outcomes for their kids, and the ability to build long-term savings and stability. We're talking about generational wealth here. And when these families are strengthened and protected from things like rising rent prices or having to move away, what we call displacement, the positive ripple effects are felt throughout our entire community. So thank you to all of you who are here today, volunteers, partners, and people who care about our neighborhoods and this community. You are helping to make home a reality for 8 families who will buy their homes here at Augustana Homes. I also want to say thank you to all of you, the congregation, and also the leadership of Augustana Lutheran Church. Your choice to lease this land so that affordable homes can be built here is extraordinary. It's special, and it's something that you should be proud of. In the current housing market, the gift of land can be one of the most powerful catalysts for home ownership and for financial stability. Finally, I want to say thank you to all of the other teams within Habitat, and especially to Corey, who supported this mission day in and day out over the last 5 years to get this done. I'm so grateful to all of you. Thank you for making our community better through this project. Thank you so much.
Please join me as we bless these seeds that we will take down to the park adjacent to the new build. Bless these seeds, O God, that we will scatter in Augustana's community park next to the construction site of Augustana Homes. Seeds that will grow into the blanket of grass on which construction workers and volunteers will sit and eat lunch. Seeds that will grow into the blanket of grass on which children who will live in these homes will play and thrive. Seeds that show us what becomes possible from the smallest beginning, symbolizing the hope born when communities work together so that all may be housed. Amen.
In a minute, Andy will play some music for us as we begin our processional to the park. That's a fancy word for walking to the park together. And I'm going to take the basket of seeds to the park and have you guys pick the seeds up there. And then we'll have the prayer in the bulletin will be prayed in the park. You'll have an opportunity to scatter some seeds there. And then we'll have a closing blessing, and we have some refreshments for you there as well. One of the things that is a special gift of mine is that I just wait, incredibly patient to wait until everybody gets to the park. So please don't rush, please take your time. It'll be obvious where you're supposed to go, and we'll all get there and start once we're all together there. You want to hand out some seeds? We can do that. You can stand there when we all get there.